Hello there. Right, okay. So, what I need to do is I need to change the cabling for the solar panels, which is all this lot here. I need to change this from, at the moment, it's a 3 parallel cabling configuration, and I need to change it to a 3 series. So we can do all that from inside the boat. We don't need to go messing about through the roof or anything else. So that's what I'm going to do now. So first thing I need to do is just find out the pairings for the cables and then separate those and decide which ones I'm going to move. So yeah, I'll separate the cables, have a little think, and I'll come back to you in a minute.
Oh dear, don't choke. Morning, so we're back at the boat. Wayne's working on some of the cables. He'll talk about that in a minute. And I'm making some lovely labels, a bit more permanent, for the cables. So I'm busy doing that, and we're going to be here today mainly for a few hours working on some more cables. And then hopefully tomorrow we might actually start sorting out some of the bulkheads. So that's exciting times. So right, we'll crack on. See you later. Bye.
Hello. Right, okay, so I've now redone the cabling for the solar panels.
So what did you do?
So, what I've done...
What did you do?
So what we've done is we've now converted the cabling so that all the solar panels will be in series.
What does that mean? Series? Linked?
They're all linked one to the other, so
okay.
The negative from one panel goes to the positive of the next panel, and then the negative from that panel goes to the positive of the next panel, and then the two ends go back to the board where the solar control will be. So here are the two wires coming down off the ceiling. So come through here, those two there will be linked. All of this cabling, by the way, will be fairly easily accessible even when the boat is completely built. So there'll be a cover board over here which you can take off, so I can get to all the connections, I can get to all the cabling should I need to.
Yeah, we don't plan to have any high level units in the kitchen.
No.
So
even
it's all...
if we did, it'd still be,
yeah.
You could still get to it. So those two will be linked there, that then goes to this solar panel.
Oh, hang on. Yeah.
Comes back and then carries on back down here.
I'm going to fall over something in a minute.
It'll be funny though.
Thank you.
And then comes through here, linked to this cable here, which goes back to the solar panel up here, and then that solar panel comes back along with the one from the very far end and comes back to here, and then this is the cables here. So we've got positive, which is marked with blue tape, and the negative. The upshot of that is that when all the panels link together, the voltages add up. So instead of roughly around 40 volts per panel.
Stop walking away from me.
Sorry. So instead of 40 volts per panel, we're now adding those up, and we'll get to 120 volts for the 3 panels combined, which is great from a solar point of view. The controller will be able to very efficiently turn that into battery power. Yeah, that's it. That's what we've done. So ordinarily you wouldn't necessarily have the cable jointed in here. You could just go from one to the other. But because all the cables are already in, I'd have to take the panels down and everything else. It's easier just to put the connection there because the cables are there. And I say it's all fully accessible afterwards, so
Yeah.
I don't have any issue with, cables being out of the way and joints being out of the way.
So we've labelled with a more permanent label all the cables, because they're going to be here a while, aren't they?
They are, yeah. The cables will be here quite a while. So for instance, this one, we've got the bathroom feed, which is that one. So that's where the 12 volt comes in, goes to the switch, and it's a bathroom light switch, switched live. Sorry, I should say, bathroom lights switched to live, and that goes up to here to the first light. And then all the lights for the bathroom, all 4 of them, are off that one. It's that one.
Okay, so what cable are we putting in next?
So we've done now pretty much all, apart from the back cabin, which is completely separate, but we've done all of the cables that are going to be in this upper section of the roof. So both on this side and on this side. There may be a few more to put in, but the main ones are done, certainly for the lighting anyway. So the next run of cables will be all along the bottom of the gunnels down here.
Okay.
So that'll be tucked up underneath there, when you won't be able to see it.
I might run out of battery, but yeah, keep talking.
So those cables, there'll be things like we need power for the water pump, we need power for the gulper pump on this side for the shower, and things like that. So the rest of those cables will all run down the underneath.
So we're going to start that next.
That's what we're going to start next.
Well, right, we'll see you later. Oh, sorry. Bye.
Hello, we're back at the boat today. It's a horrible rainy day, as you can see on the window.
We haven't got the windows in. We just we had some perspex at home.
That's a temporary piece of perspex just to keep the rain out.
And you know
some light.
what? It does such a good job.
Yeah.
So
we will have some proper ones made for those eventually, but there's no need just yet. Got Saoirse with us because she wanted to come with us today. She jumped in the car faster than we could stop her.
Yeah, even in the rain.
Right. So today's little jaunt is more cabling. So we have some cabling to put in for the big headlight at the front. So we're planning to have one of the big ornamental headlights.
Yeah, like a big searchlight.
So that will need its own supply. We don't want to tag that onto something else. The water tank sender, a level sensor, needs its own cabling, which will go down the side. We need to put cabling for the gulper pump.
Yeah, and the nav lights.
And the nav lights, which are up in the top corner.
Yeah,
so
and then
we're going to get on with that today.
If we've got any time left, I'm so excited. We're going to start making a template for the the bulkheads.
Yeah.
So that's going to be exciting stuff.
Yeah, yeah. Hopefully we can get onto that today. We'll see how we go.
Yeah, it's just a miserable day, isn't it?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
right, okay, we'll carry on. See you later.
Hello. Right. Okay. So we're just starting to prepare the template for the bulkhead. Now, what we're going to do, because obviously we've got to work inside the boat. If we put both bulkheads in this point, then it makes a restriction in the boat, so it's going to make it awkward to just get things through and in and out the boat. So what we're going to do is we're going to put the bulkheads on just one side first, because we have a central door, or nearly central door. So we're going to do this bulkhead first, then we'll put in the second bulkhead for the kitchen, and at that point we'll leave it as it is whilst we do some other work around the boat. And then once we've finished moving things around in the boat a little bit more, then we'll put the second bulkhead in on this side and the second bulkhead in now. So for now we're just doing this one, and what we're doing is using the strip method.
Yeah, there's lots of different methods, isn't there?
There's loads of different ways you can do it, but I've got some bits of plywood left over, some strips of plywood.
Yeah, we had lots of bits, didn't we?
So I'm going to do it with the strip method. So all you need is a glue gun and strips of wood that are roughly cut to about the right sort of shape. So this is the base. So the wall basically will come to this point here.
Yeah, we just measured out, didn't we?
Yeah. So that one is measured to there.
Closer.
And then what we do is we'll get this here. Obviously we'll get it all lined up so it's nice and straight. But basically you just glue those two together there. Then we've got a piece in here which will go in against that wall there, and again glue that piece in there.
So basically we're making a template.
Yeah, you'll see as we go along, you'll see the template starts to make shape. And then the advantage of this is once you've got your template, all you need to do is place that onto the plywood that you're using, or whatever material you're using, trace around it and then cut it out. And in theory it should fit pretty much exactly first time. I say in theory, it might not do, but we'll have a go anyway. Yeah.
Right, so we'll crack on.
Yeah, we'll bring you back once we've got a few of the bits done, because we're going to need 2 pairs of hands just to hold this all together for a time being. See you in a bit. Hello. Right, so just moving on with this template now.
Yeah, I don't think we filmed any of this yet.
No, we haven't.
So what do we do first?
What do we do?
Yeah.
Well, we've got some strips to length first of all, for various things. So the base, we knew the length of that. This is just a full length of the piece that I had. This was a full length and it overhangs a little bit, so that was all alright.
So we can reuse it?
Yeah. And then basically all you do is you put them together, line it all up in the right place, and then just use hot melt glue to stick the bits together.
Okay, so this is just a template?
This is just a template, yeah.
Right, okay.
So this section now needs to go on up to near the roof. So that will need to be cut down. That will do. So that needs to be cut down, just mark that.
And then what are we making the bulkhead out of?
Right, so the bulkhead will be 18mm ply. We can afford to be a little bit thinner with it, simply because it's braced. So on that side of it there's going to be a large bench, so that will help to brace the door.
Oh right, yeah.
There's a shower screen on this side, so that will keep the bulkhead straight. Same on this side, there'll be cupboards all the way up this side, so that will help to brace the bulkhead. And the same in the kitchen units will brace the bulkhead in now.
Right.
So we haven't got to worry about the door, the bulkhead kind of wobbling or being too flimsy. It will work quite happily with a sheet of 18mm ply. If you haven't got anything to brace it, then would have needed to build some kind of stud work and then covered both sides of that stud work to make it a little bit stronger. But we, as I said, we don't need to do that. So we're all good. I've lost the square. Never mind.
Oh, I don't know where it's gone.
That's the square.
I don't think you put it away.
No, but yeah, it's fine.
Right, so I'll stop this one now and then I'll put it on time lapse and carry on.
Hello. Right, okay, we've come to the end of another weekend. Right, so I've finished the template
First one.
for the first bulkhead, and that one is done. So now, this is thin ply, that's not going to be the bulkhead. Now we'll get the 18mm ply, and we'll transfer this onto that, and get that one cut. And then we can get it fastened in place, and that gives us the starting point for our bathroom. So hopefully the boat will start to change the way it looks a little bit.
Yeah, it'll start to take shape, won't it now?
Hopefully, yeah, it'll start to take shape, and that'll be quite exciting, because up until now it's just been a big long tube. So we'll get this first bulkhead done, and yeah, that'll be it for
that's next week's.
shenanigans.
Right, thanks so much for watching.
Yeah, and don't forget to like and subscribe and all that stuff that YouTube likes. And,
we'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye. Say bye, Sushi.
She's there somewhere, hang on. I'll pan around. Oh, she's ready to go home.
Say bye, girl.
Bye.